Hello all and welcome back to another wonderful video. Today I am here about to share with you all another one of my short stories. That's right, today we're going to be looking at another one of my short stories. I've done a handful of these in the past. If you guys are interested in listening to any of those, you guys can follow the link in the top right corner or wait till the end of the video where it will also be presented to you to click on and immediately enter that short story. But for now, we're going to take a look at this one, and as always, I would appreciate any sort of feedback that you have on this in terms of whatever thing I show while I read this, as well as, of course, any critiques on the story itself. But for now, I said that multiple times, so let's go ahead and take a look at this short story that I like to simply call Looking. It was not what anyone expected. An unholy, holy being in the sky. A hand, the size of which cast a shadow larger than earth, over all there was. This hand was no color that could be described, and sent emotions that could only be described as, oh fuck, oh shit, oh god no, please. Within this unholy, holy hand rested an eye in the palm. The eye looked like nothing special. In fact, the eye looked as though it were nothing more than a googly eye glued on. The citizens of Earth and all there was looked upon this hand, completely still and frozen, locked in place and forced to witness whatever this was. There were no deniers of the hand, but no one true belief of what the hand was. Days passed, and no one had removed their eyes off of the unholy, holy hand. Somehow, no one perished from these several days. It was as if the hand suspended everyone in time. Unfortunately, this was not the case. For the citizens of Earth and all there was, time still passed for them. And while it had no impact on their health, it was time that they all felt, and time no one would ever get back. At last, on a Thursday afternoon, or a Friday afternoon, or on a Wednesday afternoon, or on whatever day you want, time is irrelevant on this scale, the unholy, holy hand faded out of view and the citizens of Earth and all there was resumed their life. The time since, mixed emotions took over Earth and all there was. What could the hand have meant? Was this God? Why would they merely look and freeze everyone for days on end? People began to despise God for this. Others began to praise God for the first time. But what this was and what it meant remained a mystery for all. There was then a day that came, some weeks later, where everyone was frozen in place again. They all looked at the sky, and instead of an unholy, holy hand, it was an unholy, holy ear that cast a shadow over all of Earth and all there was. It too was colors that were impossible to comprehend or describe, but this ear gave everyone the same feeling. Oh god, oh fuck, not again, not this again, please, 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 not this again. The citizens of Earth and all there was were frozen in place, staring up at the unholy, holy ear. In what seemed like the absolutely most random spot on the ear was an eye, just like the hand had. The only difference was that this looked even more glued on than the last. There was nothing anyone could do, even for the people in homes or underground or in places you would think you couldn't see it, the ear was visible. Like the hand, the ear remained for an irrelevant amount of time before it too faded out of view. Life again resumed, except this time it resumed in fear. Death occurred throughout Earth and all that was. Death brought on from different beliefs, sacrifices, sadness, anger, and just plain insanity. For an irrelevant amount of time, the citizens of Earth and all there was fought one another like this, until again, all was frozen. Above everything came a foot, grander in size than the hand and the ear combined. Each toe on the foot had an eye on it, which looked like googly eyes glued on. Everyone looked above, just like the last two times, and again, they all shared the same emotion. Get the fuck out, will you? You've ruined our lives already! No more was there fear, nor was there any happiness, save for a few. After an irrelevant amount of time, a theory was confirmed when one of the eyes on the unholy, holy foot lost an eye. Rather than fall, the eye floated a bit before vanishing. No one on Earth and in all there was could react, and remained still and locked into seeing this unholy, holy foot. In a quick rush, the foot vanished, as if embarrassed. Life resumed as normal, and the citizens of Earth and all there was gave up their beliefs. They gave up their wars and settled their differences. Collectively, Earth and all that there was accepted the truth that whatever was happening was now part of the universe, some unknown thing, some unknown law, or some unknown illusion. It was all in the eyes was the one final belief. Conceal your eyes, conceal your mind. These things will never return, and you will be free for them if you simply conceal your eyes. And so many did just that, living lives in ignorance to what was around them, all to fail after an irrelevant amount of time when an unholy, holy pair of lips appeared in the sky. Above all things, it was larger than the hand, larger than the ear, and larger than the foot. The citizens of Earth and all that there was became frozen and still. Their eyes became fixated on the unholy, holy mouth above everything. On the upper lip was a pair of eyes that resembled googly eyes, just like the hand, the ear, and the foot. All emotions became the same, just like previous times, and what that emotion was not a good one. Can you just tell us what you want already? Time passed. Everyone waited in agony to either finally hear this thing speak or for it to leave. More time passed. For some, this was the final straw, and they had planned their death in their head. More time passed. For those that were new to this, they begged for mercy in their heads. Time was not irrelevant for the citizens of Earth and all that there was, but on this scale, it was. And after that irrelevant amount of time, the lips began to move. Was it finally leaving? Was this going to be the last we saw of whatever this thing was? Everyone and everything was ready to know. Sold, the lips uttered. Silence in every thought, replaced by confusion, mixed with fear, and all stirred together in a big pot called the universe. The fuck? The citizens of Earth and all that there was thought in response. There was no answers for them. The unholy, holy mouth faded away and life resumed as anything but normal. As time went on, mysterious things began to happen. Things that defied all logic and rules of the universe. Things that should never be possible became possible. Things that many could never comprehend. This became life for the citizens of Earth and all that there was for an irrelevant amount of time. And that is the story Looking. This one is one that I absolutely love. It came to me as an idea of what would happen if God decided to sell the universe to another god. And that was the entire thought process going into this. And so I just kept writing, and eventually it just kind of came to the point where I can't exactly describe that that's what happened, other than for the lips to just simply say sold and then disappear, and then things just happening to the universe that shouldn't be possible. But honestly, this is one of my favorites. I had so much fun with this one. I kept laughing throughout this, and I kept thinking, "Now that's so cool," and this and that, and everything like that. I just kept coming up with all kinds of things with this, and I just had a blast with this one. I hope you guys had a blast with this one too. If you did, I would sure as heck appreciate it if you liked, subscribed, shared, and did any number of those wonderful things, maybe even becoming a channel member, because when you do any number of those wonderful things, not only do you get access to more content such as this, but you also get to become wonderful yourself, and I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.